Hi folks, and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Corinne.
And we are out on a very windy night tonight. Hopefully the wind's going to get a little less and calm out, because we've got some steady shots to take tonight. So why are we here, Corinne?
So tonight we're going to do some sunset photos over some nice red rocky terrain. But there's going to be a supermoon tonight, and we're hoping that we will capture it shortly after sunset.
And we are out at one of our favorite locations. This is
Little Finland in Gold Butte National Monument.
So it was a nice trip out today. We'll also have some shots of that as well. So looking forward to a good shoot. Hopefully the clouds will cooperate, the wind will cooperate, and everything will work out well.
So we're mostly in the Nevada desert here in the southeast corner. And this particular spot has lots of rocks of various formations. Some of them have like a fin shape or statue-like shape. You can see in the distance here, we've got more of the rolling, kind of boulderish rocks. And down below, you can start to see some of the unusual formations down in the shadows down there. Over to the south, there's this nice kind of tower formation sitting down there. And I've been just getting some pre-sunset photos of that. We have a big hill to the west, and the sun's going to sink below that hill before sunset. We've got some nice clouds setting up, and hopefully they will get some nice color to them just as the sun is setting. So that's what we're going to keep our fingers crossed for.
So it's a really beautiful evening. You see me behind me here, the late afternoon sun. It's about 10 or 15 minutes before sunset, and they are just lighting up these rocks beautifully. So we're taking advantage of that and getting a few just before sunset golden hour shots, especially with a really enhance the light of these or the color of these beautiful misshapen rocks out in Little Finland.
So when you're out doing your photography, landscape photography, and you have some nice sky, you should think about changing from a landscape or wide orientation to a portrait or a tall orientation, just to capture more of those wonderful wispy clouds and blue skies. And you have the opportunity later to do a square crop if the top of the sky is not great. I'm also using a polarizer at this point because that adds a little bit more definition to the clouds and just makes that blue sky just seem a little bit more enhanced. Well, it's gotten windier. Holding my hat in my hand rather than trying to put it on my head. We got a little bit of color on the horizon over the hill behind me. It's not showing up on this camera very well. Both Shawn and I are using our filters tonight. A lot of people are not keen on filters. They think they can do the same with HDR, high dynamic range pictures. But we really feel that we can balance out the brightness of the sky and get more foreground detail when we use our filters. Currently, I'm using a 3-stop hard edge filter and putting the edge down on the horizon. My foreground's coming out nice and bright, and I still got good color in the sky.
It's been a really weird night. The color has not kicked off when we thought it would, and then all of a sudden it's starting to kick off all around us. So it's too many shooting opportunities all of a sudden. This is just gorgeous over here. I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but we'll definitely include the photographs of the absolutely gorgeous color. that's out there right now. Corinne also captured an absolutely beautiful time lapse, and here it is. So Corinne and I had planned to be here to shoot this shot just before blue hour finished, so we'd be able to see the clear rocks with the moon in the background. Unfortunately, we got so busy with sunset, we forgot to get here in enough time. So we only got a chance to take a few blue hour shots. We were shooting with 500 millimeter and 200 millimeter lenses. And as you can see, the moon is pretty obscured, so we didn't quite get the shot that we wanted. Well, we got a couple shots of the moon before it got dark, but now it's dark and it's time to head back. So some of the challenges getting back in the dark is actually finding the trail, although Corinne uses a mapping program for that. She'll talk more about that in a minute. The other thing is not falling on your ass going down a difficult trail. So that's the other challenge.
This is the app Gaia GPS, and you can see that I've got a few wandering lines through here, a magenta one and a light blue one, and that's what I've used to track our walking travels as we go up into Little Finland, so we can find our way back to our campsite. And sometimes along the way I mark photo spots that I want to return to so I can find them again. And on a bigger scale, you can start to see the roads we've traveled to get in here.
The following are a selection of the golden hour and sunset and a couple of our moon pictures that we took that night. We sure hope you enjoy them. The next morning we were up and out for a walk in another part of Little Finland. It's a pretty area with lots of very interesting rock outcrops.
One of the interesting features near to the trailhead is there's a pull-off that people have used for camping. And along this bright red cliff wall, there's this collection of palm trees. I'm not sure why they're here or how they got here, but I do know closer to Bunkerville there's a farm that's got a big collection of palm trees. And I don't know if some way some of the seeds got up this way or not. But it's real interesting to find palm trees down here.
There are also a series of natural springs that come out of the base of the rocks here. They're very important to the local cattle population as well as wildlife in the area. So there's some cool little shapes up here in Little Finland. Often they kind of form sort of animal-type creatures. This either is an elephant or a dragon, depending on which angle you see it from. It's a regular rogues gallery up here. Corinne's down photographing these guys. And we took a selection of some of the shots that we took that morning, and here they are. We sure hope you enjoy. So it's the next morning, and I was wondering, Corinne, what did you think of our shoot last night?
Well, there were a lot of clouds right as the moon was coming up, so I couldn't get really good clear picture of the moon. It was slipping up into the clouds. So I did mostly kind of a cloud glow with a silhouette of a rock formation.
Yeah, I pretty much did the same thing, actually.
And the sunset was nice.
So we actually got a really nice sunset last night, and we got a pretty nice golden hour. So 2 out of 3. It's a pretty good record for us. So I'm pretty happy with last night, actually, as it goes.
And we had a nice warm evening for camping. Didn't need any covers on last night.
No, and the wind settled down so that the new canopy camper that we're using from Harker worked pretty well last night. So we're pretty happy.
Yep, so we're getting packed up and we're going to move on to a new spot.
Yes, new spot today. Looking forward to it. We're going to actually go a little bit deeper into the desert, some places that we would not go in our van. So it should be a fun day. Well, we sure hope you enjoyed this video today. And if you did, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to see more of our videos, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below.
Down there.
And we appreciate everyone who has subscribed so far.
And as always, if you want to know when we release a video, hit that little bell button.
And we love your comments, questions, thoughts, and anything you want to share with us. It can go in the comment section below, and we will respond as soon as possible.
And until next time, bye for now.
Bye for now.